Hi, I'm Noelle Hyman with paperclipping.com, and I've got Jess here.
Hi, I'm Jess from Vintaj.
We're in the Ranger booth, but we're going to look at the Vintaj products these are really cool. I'm just going to let you explain it.
Okay. We are very excited. We have co-branded with Ranger to develop patinas, specially made for our metals. These are permanent opaque inks. They come in 15 blendable colors, and once they're applied to metal, they're permanent, dry, fasting, and durable. So you don't really need a sealer. They're going to stay put. They're UV safe, acid free. And like I said, there's 15 blendable colors. They come in packs of 3. We've designed the color groupings together to reflect some of the natural patinaed elements, such as weathered copper, antique window, retro highway, rusted hardware. So you could work those 3 colors together and you could blend outside of those groupings as well. So I'm excited to show you how this works also with our deco embossed dies and our Vintaj Big Kick. Here we have our natural brass blanks. These are not plated or chemically treated, so they're all natural. This is 85% copper and 15% zinc, which makes it soft and malleable, and you're able to create an impression on the metal. Here we have our new fern fronds deco embossed die. You could see there's multiple design areas within one die, so you can create different patterns just by moving your die around. Here I think I'm going to do this corner, the fern, so I'm going to place the blank in that area and hold it closed.
So with one die, you can get a number of different looks.
Yeah, you can get dozens of designs, and we have many different blank patterns. We have all different types of shapes, from basic to decorative elements like wings and butterflies and birds. So you're going to place the die in between the solo shim and the 2 clear pads, and just one time through is all it needs. And here you can see that it's embossed the image on the metal. I'm just gonna
All right, so now we're going to color it, right?
Now we're going to color it with the patinas. I'm going to work with the weathered copper grouping. So I have verdigris, jade, and moss. And like I said, these are fast drying, so you just want to use a small amount at a time. I'm going to create my palette on the non-stick craft sheet here. It's about a pea-sized amount is all you need. I am going to blend 3 colors, so I'm going to go ahead and place all those colors. All right, and I'm just working with a flat tip paintbrush. And you don't want to brush it on, because then you'll have brush strokes and you'll be able to see through the metal. So what I'm doing is dabbing it, and it's really getting the patina in the background. It's giving you more of an opaque, thick look.
I'm glad you said that, because I would have brushed it.
Yes, a lot of people tend to brush it, and then it's a little bit more light looking. I really like to get it, like I said, in the background here. So now I'm going in with that second color. I'm going in with jade.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Okay, and then I'm going to finish up with some of that moss.
Those are so pretty together.
Beautiful. Yeah, when you work with the patinas wet, see they're kind of blending. It's creating that beautiful color palette. What you could do is, if you wanted to create a base of verdigris, let's say, you would do the whole entire surface verdigris, let that dry, and then you can go over with some colors, and it wouldn't blend as much. It would just be grouped. And just to speed up drying time, I'm going to use a heat tool to set this a little bit.
All right. Is all of this stuff currently available, or is it going to be shipping sometime in the future?
It'll be shipping soon. Ranger is taking orders already for the patinas, so they're just introduced now at the show, and the new deco embossed dies are being introduced now at the show, and all of our metals are currently available.
Okay. And when will the dies be available?
Most dies are available now, and the new ones this spring will be shipping.
Okay. All right.
Okay,
so now we've got...
The fun part is the reliefing. I'm going to grab this here. We have our metal reliefing block. This is what's going to remove some of the color from the raised areas that we embossed. So we have the light side, and then this is a heavy grit. This removes patinas and paints. So I'm just going to hold it here in my hand and highlight those raised areas so you can see the ferns.
So that's with the heavy grit side?
Yes, that's what's going to remove the patina.
Will you be showing us what you do with the other side of that?
Sure.
Or is that not part of this?
Oh no,
Okay.
yes. Everything is double-sided with the dyes, with the Deco Emboss and Deco Etch. So you have this now that we've applied patina to, and the raised image of the ferns is showing that
That's
breath
so
through.
pretty.
You could go back in then with, this is a light side, the light gray side, which polishes. So that's going to give it a higher sheen on those raised areas. So now you see that really shined up the metal. Now the back has the debossed kind of pattern, so it's opposite. So I'm going to go ahead and use this white side and relief that. I always relief both sides because if you were to wear this as jewelry and it turns, you have a beautiful image on both sides.
Yeah, because necklaces are always turning.
Right, and you could patina both sides if you'd like.
I'm just imagining these two hanging off the side of a mini book or, oh
Yes,
my God.
we do have many projects showing different uses for them as well.
Oh, yeah.
Alternate art and scrapbooking.
Now, you were going to do something with the UTEE, I think.
Yes, we'll go ahead and place this in the melting pot and add some UTEE to it. Let's see here. Grab this is a non-stick craft sheet insert. Place that inside. And you go ahead and place your blank. Okay, and this is just clear UTEE. I'm going to go ahead and pour it right to the center of the blank, and as it melts, it distributes to the sides and will melt over the whole surface.
It just moves itself?
Yes.
Could you do this effect with just a heat tool?
You can, but it would tend to blow off of the surface, so this is a nice heating surface. To speed up the drying or the melting time, you could cover it too with a lid. I have a lid here leveling out the melting pot because it does have a slight tip to it for pouring. So I'm just placing a second lid on top to quicken the drying time.
All right, while we're waiting for that, Izzy, do you want to go and get these projects right there? And we can take a look at, looks like there's a card. What a cute box.
Yes, we have a decorative box and a little book, something made into a bookmark.
A bookmark, great idea. Are those little keys?
They are. We have little key embellishments. Those have embossing powder and then the UTEE over them. The wings here have the onyx patina in the background, and then perfect pearls is the bronze color that's over, and then UTEE to seal it.
And the butterfly, how beautiful.
Yes, that has a layer of, I believe, 4 patina colors in the glaze.
Really? So then for the butterfly, do you get the butterfly shaped like that and then you embossed it?
Yes, all of our blanks are already pre-cut and have a hole at the top, so it's already the shape of a butterfly, and then it's been embossed with one of the Deco embossed dies.
Nice.
Yeah. Let's see here if this is, yep, that's
Oh,
melted.
wow. I don't know if the camera will be able to really pick that up, but it's so shiny.
It is. It has a beautiful glossy, shiny finish. I'm just gonna...
So is it hot and wet right now?
It is hot, yes. It will cool very fast, and the UTEE will dry, so I'm just gonna place it there and let it cool for a minute before we handle it. And the neat thing about the UTEE is you can create a matte finish simply, once that cools, simply by using steel wool in a circular motion, you can create a matte finish. So once that cools, if I were to take it and just do a circular motion over it like this, it would give you like that matte look instead of glossy.
So it's all, I mean, it's like it's not flat. It's got kind of a raised
Right, it's a
thickness
little bit of a dimension to it.
But it's not shiny anymore.
Right, and then if you decided you didn't like the shiny, you could pop that right back in the melting pot, and it'll melt and it'll become glossy again.
Oh, you're
So it's-
kidding.
yeah, really
so
cool.
So if you're like, oh, I don't like that, I'll change it. Okay, and let's look at this real quick too.
Sure. This here is one of our art metal hearts. It already has a pattern on it, so this hasn't been embossed with the machine. And you can see there's a hollow back side to it. So what I did here was I applied 2 colors of patina to the inside, and then also patina to a little embellishment. This locket had a loop as a charm, and same with the bird. Those were just clipped off with cutter, like a flush cutter, placed inside the bezel, and then again into the melting pot, and you pour UTEE to create that resin look.
That is awesome. So for people who are interested in this, they need to look for Vintaj with Ranger.
Right. Ranger does have some of our metals in our products as well. So the patinas and the metals and the Deco embossed dies are all available through either Vintaj or Ranger.
Either one. All right. So they're the Deco embossed tiles. And what are these called again?
Patina. It's the Vintaj patinas.
Vintaj patinas.
And the glaze.
And the glaze. Okay. Thank you so much,
You're
Jess.
welcome. Thank you.
All right. You can find more videos at paperclipping.com.